Hard. We said we were going to start with the hardest, move to the easiest. Okay. We turn the head to the side. We saw the SCM when I just lifted the head there. We're going to start with circles. We're starting at the clavicles because we just opened that area. I do 4 to 6 circles. When I'm doing this, I'm maximizing my contact. I'm not just using a fingertip or even a line of fingertips. I'm using the full finger pads. That way I cover more space all at once. But the pressure is still just that nickel pressure. It's the weight of a nickel. Those of you still remember money. Work my way all the way up from the clavicle towards the base of the ear. Mastoid process. 4 to 6. When I'm doing my tapping, I would start at the goal where I already opened the drain. I tap towards it like I'm trying to push fluid down. I go get some more, push it down. Go get some more, push it down. We describe this as tap towards the nodes, but move the hand away from them. Tap towards, move the hand away. Tap towards. When I get done with the body section, I glide or sweep all the fluid down in towards the nodes. On the front of the neck, now my SCM line is now my goal. Now that fluid's flowing, I'm going to push stuff into it. So going across the neck, I'm starting against the SCM, tapping towards it, go get some more, tap towards it, sweep everything towards the SCM. Moving up a little higher on the neck, same process, tap towards, tap towards, tap towards, sweep it in. Move up a little higher, tap over, tap over, tap over, sweep it all in. Every time I finish a body segment, I'm going to clean out that drain down towards the clavicle. The back of the neck works exactly the same way, just as a quick refresher, except I now start at the SCM, and I'm still tapping. Looks like I'm tapping the opposite direction, but it's just because I'm going towards the SCM. Go a little farther back, towards the SCM. A little farther back, towards the SCM until I feel the spinous process. Now I know I'm at the middle of the body, and the midline of the body, we have a watershed border. All the fluid on the right stays on the right, fluid on the left stays on the left. So as soon as I hit the spinous process, I know I'm ready to sweep back around to the front. Gonna move up, tap the same direction towards the SCM, go get more, tap, go get more, tap, go get more, tap, go get more, sweep it back around. Continue until I complete the entire back of the neck. Sweep. Now clean out the SCM line down towards the clavicles. I'm going to go ahead and finish the back of the skull, since I already jumped back here. Right along the occipital ridge, we've got a line of lymph nodes. Lymph nodes, I always do circles. So I'm going to do 4 to 6 circles all along the base of the skull. And then I'm going to start at the back of the ear, tapping towards the ear, go get some more, towards the ear, go get some more, towards the ear, go get some more, tap towards the ear, sweep it up to the base of the ear, down the SCM. That's where the fluid tends to build up, causing pressure headaches for people. That's where we clear that out. The entire scalp drains back towards that line, so I had to open those nodes first. Now for the scalp, remember I had the series of L's or 7s. So I'm going to start at my occipital nodes, tap towards the occiput, towards the occiput, towards the occiput, towards the back of the skull, towards the back of the skull, towards the back of the skull, sweep it back, sweep it down. That was my number 7. Next line works exactly the same way. Tap down, tap down, tap down, tap down, tap back, tap back, tap back, tap back, tap back. Sweep it back, sweep it down. Continue. For me, it usually is 3 lines to do the entire half of the skull based on my finger size. You got exceptionally long fingers, you might be able to do it in 2 if they've got a tiny head. If you've got a big head or you got short fingers, it might take you more. After I clear it down to the occipital nodes, I always have to clear it all the way back down to the clavicles. So across the occiput and down the SCM. We already opened up the front of the neck. Now I need to open up the lower jaw. So now I'm pushing stuff from the jaw into the neck. So I tap towards the neck. If somebody has an exceptionally long jawline, I might have to do that and then do it again to get the entire jawline. However many times I have to do to cover the tissue. But I'm going to move along the jawline, just like we did here on the clavicle. We tapped and moved over, moved over, moved over. I got to work along the entire jawline. So there was just at the front, a little farther over, a little farther over, a little farther over. But notice I'm tapping everything downwards. Then I sweep it down to the neck, sweep it down to the neck, sweep it down to the neck, sweep it down the neck. I see a lot of people who start to glide across. They like go back into Swedish mode. You always tap and sweep the same direction of vascular flow. Then we sweep across the neck and down the SCM. On the face, we had the A-frame. It went from the third eye area across the cheekbones towards the jaw. Everything in this triangle drains right down towards that jaw. So I start right below the mouth, tap down, tap down, tap down. Right here, I'm going to follow the mustache line. Drain it down to the jaw, and I haven't drained the ones under the mouth yet, so I'll go back and complete those. For the rest of the A-frame, I just do diagonal lines. I would start at the jaw, tap towards the jaw as I work away towards the midline and sweep it back. Line after line until I finish. It's just like coloring a picture with your kids, except you got that fat tip marker, and so you just make more and more lines until you color in the entire bunny rabbit. Once I've tapped and drained it all back to the jaw, I have to sweep the jaw line back to the neck, sweep the neck back to the SCM back to the clavicle. You always have to take it all the way back. The upper cheeks and forehead area all drain around the SCM. I have new nodes here in front of the ear, the preauricular. So we'll go ahead and activate those nodes. On the cheek, I'll just do it bilaterally, yes, I see those. I go up, tap up, and then under the eye, up to the corner of the eye and go over. That's for those little puffy sacs that build up there. Corner of the eyebrow. I do a kind of a backhand deal along the side of the face up the temple to the coronal suture, which looks like this. And now that I've opened up this area, I tap the forehead straight across. Kind of how we stripped frontalis. Glide over. Make sure when you're tapping, even though it looks like I'm rolling, each finger has to hit separately. So even though it starts to smooth out as you get better at it, each finger has its own contact. Sweep everything down to the SCM, down the SCM to the clavicle. That's the entire neck, scalp, and face. Okay, cool.